Okay, what we're going to do today is have a look at the Roksan NIMA Tonearm. Obviously I've already fitted it to the turntable, but this is how it essentially arrives in the box. You'll notice it doesn't have a counterweight and there's a screw in there. First thing we need to do is hold the arm very delicately, and we just remove this transit bolt in the back, but we retain it because we are going to need it in just a moment. The arm is in a lock position now, so we just gently, a little bit of rotary motion, push it down, and that is now free. Counterweight rod into the hole at the back where the screw was, and then from the side we take the transit screw and it now screws in to this rod and holds it there. This allows us to put on the counterweight, hold the front of the arm and gently push the counterweight on, and there it is, held on O-rings. Now, already got a cartridge fitted there, so we take the alignment gauge that comes with the arm, place it over the turntable, there we go, and then we have 3 points of interest here. Firstly, the circle here gives us the resting position of our tonearm. So if I just put that like so, you'll find that when my stylus is on that hole, that is the correct resting position for that arm. And obviously in this case I would then get up back underneath the turntable and do up the large nut to lock that in position. Then we have two other positions here which are for lining up the cartridge, and it's very, very important with any cartridge in any arm to make sure that the cartridge is aligned to play the record as well as possible. So I just put my stylus onto the first point, and what I'm looking for now is for the cartridge front to be parallel with the flat edge on the head shell, and then when the stylus is on the point marked on the card here at position C, that we are parallel on the horizontal lines. If I'm happy with that, I can move across to the second position, and we can then drop the stylus onto that, do it by just from the top to start with, and then looking underneath, yep, we're on there. Check again. Are we parallel with that line? In this case, yes we are. If not, we can shift the cartridge around, but the cartridge must always be have its front parallel to the front of the head shell. So this protractor has two purposes: to line the arm up and the cartridge up correctly, but also these horizontal lines here allow us to get the arm height correct, and I'll show you how that works. So with the record in position, put the protractor back onto the turntable. Say I've got some foam behind mine so it will stand up, and then take the arm back across, turn it so they're parallel, just drop the needle down onto the record, and where it settles, you then come round to the front of the turntable and eye along the arm to see if it's parallel with those lines. If it is not, using an Allen key, we can adjust in here by the arm up and down and then lock it back in position. So it's very important that the arm is parallel when it is playing a record. So we've lined our cartridge up correctly in the head shell. Now the arm is at the right height as well. And now the next thing to do will be the tracking weight. Okay, so cartridge and arm are in the right position front to back and in the up and down plane as well. While we're at it, we're going to put on the anti-skating weight, which just folds over the top here. And of course it is a little bit tricky because you've got a little bit of black cotton against a black background, but it should go on. And we're probably wanting something along the lines of the second one away from the yoke. And it just hangs over like so. Okay, so now we need to get the weight of the cartridge correct, and this is where we can adjust our counterweight. If we need more weight, put the counterweight forward. If we need less weight, we put the counterweight back. But that's not where it ends altogether. but we'll get onto that. So we take our weight gauge, let it go to 0, and then position our cartridge over the top and let it drop onto the scales. Now in the case of this cartridge, what we're looking for is about 2 grams. So that's saying to me it's a bit light because it's not wanting to drop down. Indeed we are. So because we're light, we want to move the counterweight forwards a little. And we reposition again, and try. And now we're too heavy. So you see how delicate the movement needs to be. So back a little. Back onto the scales. It's dropping nicely. And there we go, bang on what I was looking for at 2 grams. Now, the other part of this is, because this is a unipivot arm and it's free to move in all directions, when it sits at rest, or indeed when it's playing on a record, you need to make sure that it is playing parallel to the record, side to side. We've done that way, but now we need to do the twist on the arm. So if I just go and get a record, I'll show you what I mean. We just put the needle down onto the record, and then when it has settled, we take a look and see if the head shell is parallel to the record. And in this case, it is not. So we raise the arm up a little, and then we try twisting the counterweight. Because remember, it's not concentric, so it can swing. It has a slight pendulum action. And already I can see that's even worse. So we now know we need to go the other direction. So back to where we were before, and a little more over. Down onto the record. And it's getting, as it gets closer, I can see that we're still not quite there, but we're going in the right direction. So a little more twist. And now that is beginning to look much more like it. And the closer the cartridge gets, as the needle actually contacts the record, you can see the bottom of the cartridge looks to me parallel. But of course the ultimate test is in the listening, which is something we can now do.